handful of items throughout Wizard101 that are no longer obtainable, whether it be through a special event, a glitch in the game, or you've just been a part of the game long enough to have acquired these items while they were still available. The chances of getting these items if you don't already have them are pretty slim to none. Charity 𝒦𝑒𝓅. In 2009, from December 14th to January 5th, you could purchase the Charity 𝒦𝓅 mount for 7,500 crowns. All proceeds from the mount were split evenly and donated between two charities, the Austin's Children's Center and Child's Play. This white and black tiger became the very first charity mount to ever come out in Wiz. Nowadays, the chances of you getting a glimpse of one is pretty rare. In 2010, 𝒦𝓢 responded to the question if the mount would ever make a return, and they did say they would most likely offer the 𝒦𝓅 again at that time, but time went by and they haven't been available since. The 𝒦𝓢, another charity mount that hasn't been obtainable since leaving stores. It was released in 2011 and available between December 9th and December 21st for 7,500 crowns. The 𝒦𝓢 is a very unique and different looking mount compared to the others. Though it wasn't a favorite mount at the time it was being sold, it still has a meaningful story behind it, being a mount that encouraged people to donate to a charity. There's no signs of this mount making a return, but it's also not considered officially retired on the Wizard101 wiki, so we can't say 𝒦𝓢 is gone forever. The Pioneer and Frontier Dragon. In celebration of Wizard101's 5th birthday, the Pioneer Dragon and Frontier Dragon was given out as a free code to players if you created your account before a specific date. To be eligible for the Pioneer Dragon, you must have created your account before September 2nd in 2008. To get the Frontier Dragon, your account had to be created between September 2nd and September 1st in 2009. These mounts are extremely rare and hard to come by. Considering these people are more than half their age now, the chances of them even being active in the game are slim, so the chances of finding one are as well. The Bone Dragon. In 2013, during the Pack-a-Palooza event, the Bone Dragon was a potential drop in the Dragon's Horde pack for a very limited amount of time, before the mount was quickly replaced with a different model. It's assumed that �𝓢 was disappointed in the way the mount looked, and how similarly it looked to the Dark Redwing and the Blue Dragon that are currently still in the game, so they replaced it. The amount of people who own this mount you could probably count using one hand. Surprisingly, the mount did make a return during the Halloween run event in 2018, and you can get the 1-day version from codes given out. There's also been a 7-day version, which was a drop from the daily tasks in PvP, but the permanent version of this mount has yet to come back. The Pioneer Dragon. During the beta testing days, this pet was given to players as a reward for playing the game before its official release. It's one of those pets that signifies a player's time in the game. They're one of the rarest pets in the game, and they'll never be obtainable again. And Wizard101 confirms this on their wiki, stating, "This pet was only available to the people who helped us during our original game beta. It will never be available again, in any way." The Danger Hound. This pet was a promotional reward that was only given to Wizard101 Central members in 2009, due to facement recruitment levels reaching a critical level. They did make a return during the Wiz's 5th birthday celebration in 2013, but it hasn't come back ever since. The Sheep Pet. Probably the rarest pet in the game, due to the very limited amount of people who own them. The only way to get this pet is to either have worked for �𝓢 or it was given as a special gift to players. Although it's not exactly known who qualified for the special gift, we can assume probably someone who's made a significant impact on the game or has been around for quite some time. Frankie Forearms. Back in 2015, �𝓢 released their mobile game Rise and Destroy. After you completed the 3rd level, you would receive a message in the game that included a code, and upon receiving the code, you'd get Frankie Forearms. The promo code was only available for a few days, and since �𝓢 mobile games have never really been that popular, the number of people who actually made it to level 3 in that time frame for their code is pretty rare. The Storm Beetle. The Storm Beetle was originally sold by Prospector Zeke in the early days of Wiz, in celebration of 1 million players. Or if you played �𝓢 free games throughout 2010 and 2012, you might have received the Storm Beetle as a prize. This pet has always been in high demand because the pet card absolutely dominates in PvP. Since the Storm Beetle card update going from costing 1 pip to 2, the Storm Beetle is currently the only pet in the game that has the original Storm Beetle card that will cast for 1 pip. The Pioneer Dragon Statues. Statues that dictate how long a player has been in the game. In celebration of Wizard's 5th birthday party, wizards who created their account before September 2nd, 2010 would receive the 𝒦𝓅 statue. Accounts created between September 2nd and September 21st, 2011 got an Argent statue, and accounts created between September 2nd, 2011 and September 30th, 2013 got an 𝒦𝓁 statue. There is absolutely no other way to obtain these statues, and they probably won't ever return to the game due to their significance in the game. The Commemorative Statue. In 2010, from November 11th to November 14th, all players who logged into Wizard101 and redeemed a code on their website would be gifted the Commemorative Statue. The statue is given to players to honor Veterans Day and those who serve their country. Not many players have this item, but the players who do can call themselves lucky. The Party Hat. In June of 2010, in celebration of Wizard101's 1-year anniversary, 𝒦𝓐 released a limited time code that gave players this party hat. We've had other party hats, but none will quite live up to this one. The unique look and just the fact it's the first party hat to ever be released in celebration of Wizard101 makes this item worth that much more. The Astral, Masters, and Royal Gear. These types of gear were potential drops from mobs and bosses from 2008 to 2010 for wizards leveled 5 to 35. It's one of those items that you've either deleted when your bay got to a certain maximum, or you thought they were cool enough to store in your bank for later. Either way, they become some of the most wanted attire for Stitch gear today. And that's going to be my list for the retired items so far in 2022. If you guys think I missed an item, let me know in the comments and I'll probably make a part 2. I'll see you guys next time.